Welcome to today's video, which is the top 19 Lincoln Mercury, which includes a couple of Panteras that were sold at Lincoln Mercury dealerships. And that's by video views by viewers like you. So let's get started. Number 19 is a 1972 Di Tommaso Pantera with the 351 Cleveland engine by Ford, which they all had, and the ZF 5-speed transmission. And this one was at my local classic car cruise night in San Diego, California, where we have quite a few members in the Pantera Club of America. And this one is a unique color and it's definitely different. Number 18 is a 1979 Lincoln Continental Mark V with only 40 actual miles. One owner, actually the original owner, bought it for his wife as a gift, and unfortunately she passed away before he could give it to her, so the car just sat. It was never driven by anybody. It was just sitting in the in storage, dry storage. Still had the original window sticker attached to it and everything. So it was definitely a unique car. And it was sold at my local classic car auction in Palm Springs, California for $27,250. So I guess that was a pretty good deal because probably with inflation, it was more than that compared to what it costs new. But number 17 is a 1978 Lincoln Continental Town Car, a Survivor with 24,000 original miles in like new condition. This one I filmed at my local classic car auction in Palm Springs, California, where it bid to $27,000 but did not sell. So I guess that wasn't enough money that day, or he changed his mind and decided to keep it. Number 16 is a 1969 Lincoln Continental, a resto mod with the last year with the suicide doors for 1969. This one I filmed at my local classic car auction in Palm Springs, California, where it bid to $35,000 but did not sell. And I guess they probably had quite a bit more than $35,000 in the car because they even had a name for it, Back in Black. Number 15 is a 1979 Lincoln Continental Mark V, a Survivor with 14,000 original one-owner miles. This one I filmed at my local classic car auction in Palm Springs, California, where it sold for $20,000. And it was a nice-looking car with the turquoise with the white interior. It was definitely had a lot of eyeball, that's for sure. Number 14 is a pretty rare one, a 1966 Mercury Super Marauder S55 convertible, one of 669 made in 1966, and it had the 428 345 horsepower V8 engine in it. This one I filmed at my local classic car auction in Palm Springs, California, where it sold for $28,500. And I love that blue color. That thing looked great. Number 13 is a 1970 Lincoln Mark III Survivor with 49,000 original miles. Had two owners. This one was at my local classic car auction in Palm Springs, California, where it sold for $16,000, which seemed like a pretty good buy. It was a good-looking car with the medium aqua metallic with the matching aqua leather interior. pretty rare color combo. Number 12 is a 1978 Lincoln Continental Town Car, Survivor with 79,000 original miles with the original paint still. This one I filmed at my local classic car auction in Palm Springs, California, where it sold for $13,750, which seemed like a pretty good buy to me. Number 11 is a 1979 Mercury Cougar XR7, a one-owner Survivor with 43,000 original miles, unrestored, of course. This one I filmed at my local classic car auction in Palm Springs, California, where it bid to $10,000, but did not sell. And that seemed a little bit light price-wise for the car. It was a very nice example. Okay, we've reached the top 10 videos. And number 10 is another Pantera, a 1974 Di Tommaso Pantera with the 351 Cleveland engine and the ZF 5-speed transmission. This one's a restored two-owner California car that is a local San Diego car that I filmed at my cruise night in San Diego. And this is the darker green version versus the one next to it, which I filmed earlier. But both real nice cars. Okay, number 9 is a real beauty. A 1937 Lincoln Zephyr Coupe with the V12 engine, built by Rick Dorr and it was featured on the show Lords of the Car Hordes back in 2015 on Discovery Channel. So you might be able to catch the shows on reruns somewhere. But anyway, Rick Dorr and ex-WWF wrestler Chuck Palumbo built this one on the show, and it was a real beauty. It was called the Caribbean Queen, and it was at my local classic car cruise night in San Diego because the show was filmed in San Diego. Number 8 is another rare one, a 1978 Mercury Bobcat Villager station wagon, a Survivor with 22,000 original miles, still with its original paint once again. This one I filmed at my local classic car auction in Palm Springs, California, where it bid to $12,000 but did not sell. And I can't say I don't blame them for not selling it, because where are you going to find another one? Number 7 is a hot rod Lincoln, a 1967 Lincoln Continental Resto Mod with a high-performance Ford 462 built engine. And this one I filmed at my local classic car cruise night in Palm Springs, California, or in San Diego, California. I was stuck in Palm Springs there for a second. Stuff getting old. But anyway, this one was definitely an eye catcher and did a good job on it, putting it together. Okay, number 6 is another Di Tommaso Pantera. This one, a 1973 with the 5.8 liter 351 Cleveland engine and the ZF 5-speed transmission. And as you probably know, these were all built in Italy and then sold through Lincoln Mercury dealerships here in the States. And they cost about the same or a little more than a Ferrari did back then, which was kind of nuts, but it's not cheap to build a car over in Italy. Anyway, this one I filmed at my local classic car cruise night in San Diego, California. And it's another one of the local San Diego club members from the Pantera Club. But definitely looks good in a red. And it had the Campagnolo wheels on it, which are fairly rare. Okay, we've reached the top 5 videos, and number 5 is a nice one. A 1989 Lincoln Town Car, a Survivor with only 6,500 original miles. This one I filmed at my local classic car auction in Palm Springs, California, where it sold for $15,750, which I thought was a pretty good buy because if you ever drove one of these when they were new, they were real nice cars. And this one was definitely a nice one. And on to number 4, which is a compilation video about 5 minutes long that I did just on Mercury Cougar cars that I had videos or photos of that I shot at car shows, auctions, car cruises. But it has quite a few nice ones in it. So if you get a chance, check out the whole video, and which you can check out any of these videos and just go to the playlist or search it in my channel, and you can watch them in their entirety if you like. But this one had a lot of nice Cougars in it, including a rare GTE with the 427 Ford side oiler engine in it, the 427. So if you get a chance, check it out. Number 3 is another rare one, a 1973 Mercury Montego GT, a Survivor original owner California car. This one I shot at my local classic car auction in Palm Springs, California, where it sold for $16,000, which I thought was a pretty good deal. Yeah, they only made these for 2 years, 1972 and 1973, and you don't see many of them around. And in fact, even back in the day, in 1972 or 3, I don't remember seeing many of them around back then. So they've always been a pretty rare car. Number 2 is yet another rare Mercury, a Monterey Marauder with the 427 FE side oiler engine with dual quads, a Hearst 4-speed. This is your full-size land yacht muscle car from 1964. This one was a beauty. I've filmed it at my local classic car cruise night in San Diego, California. And this one I saw a couple different times, and always had a crowd around it. It was definitely a nice car. Okay, everybody, it's that time. We've reached number 1, and the number 1 Lincoln Mercury video on my channel, as voted by you, the viewer, by views, is this beautiful and rare 1967 Mercury Cougar XR7 GT S code with the 390 V8, nut and bolt restored car, and fairly rare. They only made 2,653 of them. This one I filmed at my local classic car auction in Palm Springs, California, where it bid to $30,000 but did not sell. So that gives you an idea of how nice a car it was. But anyway, that's number 1, and that's the top 19 Lincoln Mercury videos as voted by you, the viewer, on my channel by views. But I thank you for sticking around to the end. If you did, you saw quite a few nice cars and quite a few rare cars. If you didn't stick around, then obviously you didn't see anything. So anyways, thanks again for sticking around. And if you would like to share the channel with a friend, that would be great. Or share this video with a friend. And I would really appreciate it to spread the word and get the channel growing. Almost 700 videos and going strong. So I do thank you for all your views, and thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. We've reached the end of the video. Thanks for tuning in today. If you like what you saw, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Share this video with a friend. Leave a comment or suggestion. Be nice. And thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next one.